A federal judge has ordered the expedited processing of the Epstein files from the Department of Justice in response to a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information Act request. So, if the DOJ thought that it was going to, I don't know, interpret the Epstein Transparency Act where they're required to release the Epstein files in 30 days by the law that Trump was cornered like a rat and had to sign into law, if they thought, well, we're going to, not use these documents or this, or we're going to cherry pick. I guess what they didn't consider either is that also working its way through the federal court system were all of these private lawsuits that were filed by groups that made these Freedom of Information Act requests. And what's super interesting to now analyze, in light of the obligation under the Epstein Transparency Law to release these files, I think these FOIA requests right here that have been filed to release the Epstein files, what's the DOJ going to say when there's actually affirmative law for them to produce it? And I think that factored in to Judge Chutkan's ruling saying expedite the release of these files. You go, Judge Chutkan, that name sounds familiar. Yep, she was the federal judge who presided over the criminal case involving Trump's insurrection on January 6th and the related conduct. And that case was snatched away from her by the United States Supreme Court and ultimately the election when Trump was given absolute immunity. But let's just take a look at what Judge Chutkan ruled right here. Don't forget about these FOIA cases. Don't sleep on them because the federal judges certainly aren't. And Judge Chutkan says, in this Freedom of Information Act case, Democracy Forward seeks expedited review of FOIA requests regarding the Justice Department's handling of files relating to the Epstein investigation. After the department constructively denied its expedited review request, Democracy Forward filed this lawsuit, moved for summary judgment. Because Democracy Forward has demonstrated that the department's handling of the Epstein files is, quote, a matter of widespread and exceptional media interest in which there exist possible questions about the government's integrity that affect public confidence, its FOIA requests are largely entitled to expedited review. So then we take a look right here. And the court also says, the court notes that plaintiffs' notice of recent developments does not necessarily affect the court's review of the instant motion.